Ladies and gentlemen, your speaker on the stage is Mr. Essam Youssef, the UNFPA Ambassador for Youth in Egypt. Please welcome him.
Good morning, everyone. It's good to be here. I woke up this morning with a very bad pain in my back, so please excuse me, I have to sit while doing my presentation. Okay. This is how I got introduced to the medium. In 2008, I published my first novel, Quartogram, and I personally distributed the novel myself. Why? Because simply no one knew me at that time and no one believed in me as a writer. In less than 1 month, Quartogram became a trend and it was flying off the shelves. And believe it or not, it's still selling very good till today. 53 editions and not less than 2 million readers. Since publishing the novel, I started visiting schools and universities. I visited more than 200 schools and stood on stage in front of more than 100,000 students and faculty. It became my mission in life to raise awareness on drug abuse. I have also been invited to present a live radio show program on TV, on radio, The Decision, every Tuesday for 2 hours. That's why I couldn't be with you yesterday. The Decision is a brainstorming program discussing life choices, like do I start my own business, or I work as an employee, shifting careers, etc. The target audience is youth, and you'd be amazed how many of them want to listen and need guidance. Let me stop here and go back to my father. He was a media man. In the 60s and 70s, my father used to present a TV show and a program called Who Will Win the Cup? Like Jeopardy today. In 2011, he told me, I like your relationship with the students and youth, and I advise you to redo my show again. So I started visiting TV channels. It took me 5 years. 5 years to be able to get this show on the screen. I heard the word sorry from more than 5 channels, and then finally I had a deal with the Qahira Nas, and we started the program together. We have Al Abaqarah schools, Al Abaqarah universities, Al Abaqarah families, and Al Abaqarah friends. Let's go to some statistics. We filmed 14 seasons, more than 250 schools participated, more than 45 universities. I presented 448 teams of family and friends. I presented more than 443 episodes standing, and I guess this is why I have a problem in my back. I've been standing for 5 years in a studio. More than 3,000 students participated, 25,000 attendees as audience, from 24 governorates. I asked 15,000 questions or more in history, geography, literature, science, general knowledge, sports, technology, arts, music, monuments, a true encyclopedia. And it doesn't stop there. The show gave back to the community. More than $41 million were allocated by National Bank of Egypt to renovate schools, villages, and hospitals, and to support SMEs and Egyptian sports champions. 81 scholarships, undergraduate scholarships to the winning high school students, and 22 special awards. I traveled to South Korea with 20 students, winners, and we have a special fund for a beautifully mentored, challenged girl, and a full medical insurance was granted to a family of a visually impaired hero. Social media. We are all over the social media. We have more than 53 million YouTube views to date. But Al Abaqarah is not only a social media show, it's a mainstream show, airing on TV and reaching the homes of millions of people. And that makes us wonder, with all that reach, what is our responsibility? Freedom in the media involves responsibility. They say media means freedom with responsibility, but we don't see that a lot nowadays. We hear people demanding more freedom of speech and less regulations, but the media does not discuss its responsibilities towards societies. So what is the social responsibility of the media? Obviously, circulating ideas, information, and news without bias, political or economic bias. Empowering the voiceless, including startup artists, intellectuals, and entrepreneurs. Instead, traditional media institutions give preference to paid marketing campaigns versus social development. Instead, the media should be focusing on emerging trends and use them for inspiring to benefit the economy of our societies. This is what social media have managed to offer in a very short time. I believe social media has supported entrepreneurs by giving them immediate exposure, networking, collaboration, and fundraising opportunities, customer engagement and feedback, competition tracking, real-time interaction with the support system. But it doesn't come without limitations. Still, we need to use both platforms, traditional and social media, to have an impact and to reach everyone. Please allow me to introduce you to one of my students. نهاد يونس.
اسمي نهاد يونس، مدرسة مصر الثانوية العسكرية بنين، موهبتي البرمجيات والإلكترونيات. نفسي أطلع سوفت وير انجينير. أنا شاطر في الرياضيات والفيزياء، قد التحدي.
What is your dream? I never changed this question. I heard more than 3,000 dreams, unbelievable ones. These students continuously share with me great plans and goals, ones that made me stop and think. What's next? 2 years ago, I started searching for what I should be doing next. I started reading about the UN Sustainable Goals, UN SDGs, which I find very interesting. No poverty, zero hunger, good health and well-being, quality education. I attended UN events in Egypt and abroad. And finally, I came up with a new idea. 17 TV show, one-of-a-kind UN-exclusive reality show. It took me more than 1 year to be able to have this statement on screen. This TV show is an opportunity for young men and women with great ideas to come to us and find life-changing support. In every episode, 6 entrepreneurs will present their ideas in a captivating way to a panel. The panel, 5 chairs. The first for the UN, an organization that does not need an introduction. International donors. Richard Dactus, the UN Residence Coordinator in Egypt, and I met with many foreign ambassadors and donors. They all showed great interest, and most of them said, "We already help, and we are willing to continue." Foundations, institutions that work on the ground and have the experience of achieving targets. Governors. We have 27 governorates in Egypt, and each episode will address one of them. The governor will be there to support the use of his governorate. And finally, the investors. One investor from each governorate, a businessman who is willing to support his people and pay back to his community. And he would love to be a star. Let us call it PR. Let's go back to Nihad.
لازم ارحب بصديقي العزيز نهاد يونس، اشترك معايا مرتين. نهاد اشترك معانا مرتين في عباقرة المدارس، والنهارده قاعد على كرسي عباقرة الجامعات. نهاد أول ما جيت مع عباقرة المدارس أنا فاكرة كويس جدا. أولاً كان حلمك إنك تخش هندسة وإنك تتخصص في الإلكترونيكس. يا ترى حلمك اتحقق؟
الحمد لله. حاليا في كلية هندسة الفرقة الإعدادية، وإن شاء الله السنة الجاية هبقى في قسم كهرباء إلكترونيات.
What does Nihad and most of these students need? What are they asking for? They have great ideas, but they need technical support, operational support, IT, HR, marketing, etc. Facilitating governmental procedures. This is why we have the governor on board. Providing funds, here comes the role of the donors and investors. Monitoring, advising, and guidance. We should help them to tell their stories through media. And finally, moral support. When I say moral support, I mean mentoring. Believe me when I say moral support should come first. Nihad, our school friend. We respect singers, actors, and football players, but we definitely need to change the definition of the hero. Nihad is our hero, one of many. He created a blood donation application, a very simple application that can save lives. Great idea. Goal number 3, good health and well-being. We did it. I was there for him all the way. Saturday to the 23rd of November 2019, I received his message and 3 words. We did it. I couldn't be more proud. The success of Nihad was not our main target in the Al-Abaqira program. Imagine what will happen when the program is focused on supporting heroes like Nihad. This is the role of the media. Do I need to talk about our TV show objectives? I don't think I do. We just need to support our heroes. In our show, we plan to introduce and implement more than 100 projects every season. We will establish a database of ideas and offer free access of the data to anyone interested, hoping to succeed in transferring these ideas through cultures and borders for a better future for all of us. The role of our governments is undeniable, but it's the youth of our countries who will carry the burden of uplifting our nations. At the end of every presentation, I thank my parents, my father, a true pioneer who wrote more than 1,000 books for children. No one worldwide reached this number of books. My mother, chief editor of Samir magazine, a very famous Egyptian magazine for children. I owe them a big thank you. Thank you, everyone. We have few minutes for questions and answers. If there is anyone who have a question. No questions. Okay, thank you again, and have a good day. Thank you.